Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another unboxing for Happy Little Dinosaurs. This is for the mystery vinyl boxes. So if you follow my other unstable games, I've done these for Unstable Unicorns. I've done these for Here to Slay. And now they have one for Happy Little Dinosaurs, which is really fun. So what do you get in these little boxes? You're going to get one of the 12 different little miniatures, which work really nice. They can replace the meeples for the game for each of the different things. So you can see there's two mystery ones we don't know about. But we have the original 4 Stego, Pterodactyl, Nervous Rex, and Triceratops from the base game. And then Raging Raptor and Baglet Bronto were from the first expansion, the 5 to 6 player expansion. And then the 2 brand new ones, Easygoing Anki and Moody Monosaurus, are from the brand new expansion. You can check out the video I do for this. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description. But that's the new 5-6 player expansion you can pick up. Hazards Ahead, so we get ones for those as well. And then we have 2 mystery ones, which are they just going to be just extra mystery characters based on some of the different artwork, or is this alluding to another 5-6 player expansion coming out in the future? I don't know. That would definitely be cool. Each pack, so what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to go through this as a full case of 18 of them. The rarity of excuse me, the rarity of each one is 2 of 18. So I'll get 16 total. You know, 2. I'll have 16 of the 18 are going to be the ones showing, and there'll be 1 of each of these. So the idea of this is not only just so we can see what they are, see we're in there, see the cards they come with, and all that fun stuff. It's also so you can, if you see this box at your local store, game store, wherever you pick it up, you might have a chance of picking out which one you want, or at least not getting duplicates. If no one's touched this, we'll be able to tell where the rare ones are. Yeah, so here we have Smile. It's almost over. Your favorite existential distress dinosaurs are now collectible vinyl minifigures. The Happy Little Dinosaur vinyl minifigures features 8 of your favorite dinosaur characters, plus 2 mystery characters. Each box comes with a vinyl figure and a promo card you can use in the game. Plug your card in the disaster deck to use and play with your Happy Dinosaur expansion. These new cards, I believe, are the new card type called Lucky Day. We'll have to open up to verify that, but they're from the new expansion. So, yeah, when we look at them, but we'll see more about them. All right, so we're going to, I'm going to scoot this box off to the side, and we'll go ahead and start opening these. I'm going to grab a set of scissors. Open these a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to start with this back corner. I'm going to go straight across, and I'll do 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll see what we get. So I'll kind of set this off to the side. Whoops. Running everything. And we'll grab that first box out. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we actually have in here. Because, yeah, there's no, like, codes or anything on these boxes. So there's no way of telling what's in there until you actually pick them up. Some of them might be a little heavier than each other, but I'm going to guess it's going to be, unless you're bringing a scale to the store and you're, like, weighing them, I don't think they're going to be too much. So this is what's also fun about this. So these are packaged like that, so we can't tell. And then they package the card as well, so you can't open it up and immediately, oh, they just reuse the Unstable Unicorns logo for that. Yeah, why not? It's the same, it's Unstable Games, it all works. Alright, so our first one, which is the far left corner. Let's see what we get here. Dun, dun, dun. We got our little T-Rex friend. Awesome. Let's see if maybe I can get him propped up a little bit higher there. These are actually kind of hefty. Yeah, definitely cool. There he is. Let's see what his card is. Now, at the other games, like Unstable Unicorns, there was a card that specifically went towards that, for that character. Here to Slay, there's a card based on that character's, I think, was just all artwork. The same thing with Unstable Unicorn, except for the brand new cards, which obviously went with the new characters. So there's like 2 brand new cards in the set. The rest were all artwork. I believe these are all brand new. Alright, so it's going to be a little bent, but that's alright. And it might be a little bit of different card stock as well. I'll have to grab one and check it out. But here we go. So we have Armed and Dangerous. We have a little diamond symbol up there showing what set it's from. It says, if you would add this card to your disaster area, move it to the bottom of the disaster day instead. Then collect 2 points for each predatory disaster card in your disaster area. Yeah, so these are the new Lucky Day cards. They're in the new expansion, which is kind of a neat way to be able to get them alternatively. So instead of getting a disaster that does something bad to you, you get put these... You get put this back to the bottom of the deck, and you gain a bonus instead. Hey, you got disaster, something nice happened, you got a cool bonus. Alright, so we're going to go for the first row in the back, in the middle. We're going to see which one that is. So if this follows the pattern of the other ones, usually it's like 2, 2, 2, 2 next to each other, with one of the top 9 being... one of the 2 exclusive new ones, and then one going downward. So it's like 2, 2, 2, like one different, and 2, and then the one here goes to the bottom. That's usually how they do it. So we'll have to see if this follows that same trend or not. Alright, so there's our card. Open up our mystery pack. And we got the Raging Raptor. And his tail helps him stand. That's kind of, like, size-wise, they're kind of, you know... Alright, we'll kind of set him back there a little bit out of the way. Alright, let's see what our card is. So for the cards, though, I am actually, like, pulling these off and pulling them out rather than trying to slide them out the side. But each card looks like it's probably going to have the picture of that character on it, at least. Because there's not, like, specific game cards per each character like there were in the other games. So you have Violent Outburst. If you add this to your disaster area, move it to the bottom of the disaster deck. Then move a disaster from the disaster area to the bottom of the disaster deck. Nice. So he's being so angry, he's literally scaring away the meteors. That is funny. Alright, box number 3. So, back row, top right corner. Card there. So, now this could potentially be another one of these guys, or it'll be a different side. So, yes, it's the same Raptor. Alright, so then if I just do a quick peer at the card in here, as we can see, it's the same card. So I'm just going to leave that in there. Now there's going to be a question there is, do I add that to my... do I want to add 2 copies of it to the deck? I could say you might if you want maybe a little bit easier of a game, or if you're adding all 3 expansions. If you're adding the base game, the Kickstarter exclusive stuff, the first 5 to 6 player expansion, the second 5 to 6 player expansion, plus the puberty set, I can see definitely adding multiple copies of these in, because you're going to have so many other cards. It's just going to help you get them a little bit quicker. If you're just adding, like, you just have the base game and you're adding these 2, I wouldn't add probably more than 1. Unless you bought, like, 3 packs and you got 2 duplicates, then yeah, that's probably not a bad thing. Alright, up next we're going to have Stego. Which is funny, because he's, like, the only one that doesn't have, like, an extra name or a secondary name to him. I guess Pterodactyl doesn't really either. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, so what is Stego's card? Look, I love this little guy. He has Sweet Surprise. Says, if you would add just your disaster ball, put it on the bottom instead. Then collect 5 points if you have at least 1 meteor in your disaster area. Just found a meteor full of candy. How funny is that? Alright, so far, we kind of see how they are. So we've had 2 duplicates. So this would probably either be another duplicate of Stego, or the T-Rex one will go down, or this will be maybe the rare one. We'll find out. And we have a new one. We have the Brontosaurus. Bad luck Bronto. Alright, which has Clear the Air. It is go to your deck, put it on the bottom instead. Collect 2 points for each natural disaster in your disaster. So you have one that does it for predatory, one that's going to do it for natural, and then we'll probably have one that does it for emotional. They'll probably have one for each type. Alright, so that was the very center. So now we're going to look at the middle row, the far right box. So it's very possible that the back 2 were the same, and then these ones go, middle row, first row. That could be how they're doing it. They could go up and down for most of them, except for that one we got. Yep, because we just got another Bronto. So the middle and the right side so far on the top have been the same, and then the first row have been different. All right. Front left corner. We're going to see what we got there. So now this could either be another Stego going forward. Or it could be the bonus card. Alright, we'll set that one off to the side. Maybe this one feels a little bit chunkier, so this could definitely be another Stego. And it is. Alright, so we'll set you guys there. So we have another Stego. Alright. Alright, so the bottom middle one. Bottom row, middle spot will be. So this should be a brand new one. Presumably. Yes, this is from the new expansion pack. Oh, he is a heavy boy. This is the Moody Monosaurus. So he's from the new Hazard Ahead expansion. So he's not one of the secret ones that we don't know what they are. He's just one of the ones from the new set. And he has Decoy Dollar card, which says add it to the bottom of disaster, move it to the bottom of the deck. Instead, swap hands with any other player. Interesting. I don't know if that's always a good or bad thing. Alright, so we're still on the top layer, but we're on the bottom row, far right corner. Alright, so let's see what we got in this one. And we got another one of him. Alright. So, before we jump to the bottom row, we're going to take a quick look. I'm just going to slide this back. And we're going to look at what we had in the box here. So, how it ended up was we had 2 Stegos down here. We had 2 Velociraptors, 1 T-Rex, 2 Monosaurs, and 2 Brontosauruses. So that was the layout of the top layer. So that means if you're picking this setup and you're gonna get the top layer, these are gonna be the guys you're gonna get. Then my best guess is what it will probably mimic somewhat on the bottom as well. It'll probably be This one here on the bottom probably will also be the T-Rex. And then we'll have some combination of the like pterodactyl, ankylosaurus, and Triceratops, and then like the last 2 boxes on the bottom will be the brand new ones. Now that's different than how the normal ones, the other 2 boxes, because the other 2 had 1 mystery on each layer, so you still had to find it. But we'll see. Now I'm gonna say this. I should have said it at the beginning of the video, but again, I am not promising, guaranteeing anything that this is how it'll be. You pick this box up, you see this at your store. I'm not going to promise this is the order they'll be in. Somebody could have moved them. So the boxes could be very random. The fact that they come 222 means this is probably not very random, but it doesn't mean that someone at the store didn't pull all the boxes out, lift them up, heft them, and then set them back all in the box. Take one out, move 3 of them around. So I'm not promising that these are where they are. This is just maybe a good guide to help you figure that out. Alright, so we are going to start looking at the next set. I'm going to reset for that. Alright, so now we're going to start the bottom layer. We're going to start back on the, looking at from top down, the top left corner. So previously this was the T-Rex. Let's put that up there for a sec. So we'll see if it's also a T-Rex in this one. Which means he's top to bottom, or if this happens to like maybe change up how everything works. No, it's a brand new one. We have dun dun dun. Guy that's not gonna stand for us. We have an angry chicken. That's awesome. So that's one of the new characters. So again, I don't know if that. Where did he go? He went way over here. I don't know if he's going to end up... he does not want to stand on this block here. He wants to fall over. I don't know if he's going to be like another expansion come up later on, or if they just thought it'd be fun, because there wasn't enough characters yet, to just make a brand new one. But we're going to have Feathered Fury, which is his card. So, move it to the bottom of your deck instead. You then search your discard pile for an instant card and add it to your hand. That's kind of cool. So you get an extra instant card. Alright, that's definitely neat. So we have him. So now he's below the T-Rex in that top left corner. So that means I wonder if the T-Rex will be in the opposite bottom corner. So he'll be the last one we open. We're going to go the top row, middle one. We're going to see what that one is. So if this follows the same pattern as the top row, that means whatever this one is, and then the next one should be the same too. But again, we don't know, and that's the fun of it. It's definitely a small one. I'm guessing this is probably the pterodactyl. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, this is the other new mystery one. Sweet. So we have a raptor with a knife. That is awesome. That's the other mystery one. So it's the top. So not 100% positive, but it was the bottom row, the top left and top center spot. So that's adorable too. Cutting Edge. Add to the bottom of the deck. Instead, discard up to 4 cards. Okay, so you did draw more cards then. That is cool. Alright, so then, I'm not sure what order any of these are going to be in. But they're all going to be the other ones. Alright, bottom, first row, we're going to look at... Oh, he fell over. We'll leave him there for a sec. Yeah, bottom row, top right corner. We have, okay, now we have pterodactyl. So we have our pink one. Yeah, it's really neat about these is because, like the other game, like, unlike Unstable Unicorns or Here to Slay, these can actually be used in the game. They can be to replace their meeples, much like they made the meeple versions for like casting shadows and some of those games, because then that way they could be used with, because you actually have physical pieces on the board. So these are kind of neat, so you can just replace that. All right, so we have Pterodactyl. Before we open up the next box, let's see what this card is. All right, come on. We have Flying High. Move it to the bottom of your deck instead. Then choose a player and look at that player's hand. Choose a card to add to your hand. Stealing someone's card. Not bad. Definitely not a bad effect. Alright, so we are in the middle row now. We are on the far left side. And I've abandoned having any... So, we got the mystery one. So, all the rest of these are next to each other. Should presumably be the same. And since this one wasn't next to Pterodactyl, this should be one of the two we're missing. Which it is. We got the brand new Ankylosaurus, or Easygoing Anky. Ankylosaurus was one of my favorite dinosaurs. I love the Brontosaurus as well. But then again, I'm generally a fan of most dinosaurs, so I love this game. Self-defense. Then choose it. Add a card to the bottom of your deck instead. Then choose a player. Move that player's dinosaur meeple backwards 5 spaces on their escape route. Interesting. That's cool. We're still waiting for the emotional support one. The emotional one, it lets you do that. But yeah, this is definitely a little chubby tail back there. Alright, so then we're going for the bottom row center. So, this could very well be the other Ankylosaurus. Just by the heck of it, it feels like it might be. But we will find out. No, we got another new one we haven't had yet. We have Triceratops. So that means we have officially seen all the different miniatures. So there are 4 boxes left. So, of the 4 of them, there will be another one of the last 3 we just saw: Chrysaorus, Pterodactyl, Easygoing Anky, and then the T-Rex. Just gotta figure out the placement. So we've seen all of them. So if you're not worried about seeing any more different stuff, you could probably go ahead and stop watching now. Although at the end of the video, I'm gonna grab some of the other cards and compare them. But we have the emotional support log. This is the last one. Add to the bottom of your deck. Collect 2 points for each emotional disaster card in your area. So you have 1 for each of the different types of disasters. 1 that does something with the meteor. We have some that force people to move, get items from the discard pile, look at your hand. A lot of good stuff. Alright, so middle row, far right corner. So our top right corner was our Pterodactyl. So this is probably the Pterodactyl. Going downwards, matching them together. Yep, sure enough. So if we go to the far bottom row, first spot, this should be the Ankylosaurus, matching up where the Ankylosaurus was. And we'll just kind of fly through the rest of these if that's what they are. Where is the pair spot? Yep, that was our Ankylosaurus. So the bottom row, middle one, should be the Triceratops. Which, yep, our other Triceratops. And then that bottom opposite corner, first row, bottom row with the far right corner will be the T-Rex, which is the opposite space he was on the top one. And we'll just open that to verify that. There's our other T-Rex. Nervous Rex. Alright. Alright, so here's the layout for the bottom row. So we have our T-Rex over here, which you remember, the first one, he was up on the top here, so he went to the opposite corner. And then we had like double, 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 double. So now we have double, double, double. And then the two brand new ones are on there. Now, I keep repeating this, but I can't promise you that's where they'll be. Especially if someone sees a video like this and they know that's where they are. They might pull those two out, put two back in, you know, and then there's going to be two empty holes on the top. So it doesn't mean that those top two didn't fall down into that empty hole and that's where they were. But again, you happen to see one of these at your local store, wherever, and you can pull them out, you might have a chance to get them. But yeah, definitely cool, definitely neat cards. So the other thing I want to point out, we're going to slide those forward quick, is the difference in cards. So the new ones here, they're kind of shiny, different style versus the actual game ones. So this is actually from the new set. But if you can kind of tell, there's like that, I forgot what it's called, but there's that pattern on there. It's kind of like a, like kind of like textured patterning, like checker box, not checker box, but like boxes, on the front of the card. It's not on the back, but it's on the front. So yeah, they're going to be different types than the backs of the cards. This is the new promos. You can see they're very much darker. So if you just mix these in the deck, you're going to automatically know exactly where they are. So I don't know what happened in printing that they did it. Because again, this is the newest expansion. So if these aren't the same as the base game, which I'm pretty sure they are. I actually have it sitting right here. Let me see if I can grab one of those cards out. Oh, I gotta dig through all the Kickstarter stuff. Can we find one disaster card? Yeah. Yeah, so here's the thing. Original set, new set, promo card. 3 different card back colors. So if you just shuffle them in, you're going to easily be able to tell what's what. Now the front of these are basically the same. And, well, this is actually from the one of the expansions, but it's from one of the earlier sets. So what I am definitely going to recommend, pick up the sleeves. So I have all the sleeves. I mean, it sucks to actually say it. It's the first time I'd ever tell someone to definitely buy sleeves to sleeve their cards. But that's from the one of the older expansions. This is one from one of the newer expansions, now sleeved. And this is the promo card, now sleeved. So now if I look at the backs of all 3 of these two are a lot closer. This one is still pretty much off because it was such a dark color to begin with. Because these sleeves are kind of transparent. Oh no, that's actually the other way. Yeah. So you can see the difference in all 3 of them. But yeah, promo card. New expansion versus original. Is that... Did they change the sleeve coloring too? I bet you that's what they did. Yep. So there's another issue, right? So now the sleeves for the older cards match almost the color of the promo cards. Brand new pack of sleeves I just got. This is brand new. I ordered it with this box set. Matches more like the original two. So basically now this means for me to match all my cards, I have to rebuy all my sleeves to get them to be the same color. Which is why I hate buying sleeves with pictures on the back. Because when they release more expansions, if you don't have them or if they change the color. So now my new ones are all going to have lighter sleeves than the darker ones. And if I don't sleeve them, they're all going to be different. So I really can't win that much. But at least this is a lot. I think it's not as bad of a thing if you just have one expansion with this versus, you know, 12 cards that have a completely different colored back, Yeah, so just a heads up there, if you're going to sleeve these cards, I would recommend, I guess, at this point, if you haven't sleeved any of your Here to Slay cards, buy enough packs to hold, for the next couple expansions. Alright, that's what we have for this game, the little mystery vinyl box. Again, also check out the video for the 5-6 player expansion, which introduces our 2 new dinosaurs, as well as some new hazard cards. So those are actually kind of fun. See you guys later. Bye.